Hey everybody, I had some questions about these rims. Sorry about my amateur video footage here, but that's all I can do. Right now I have the Kosman rear wheel. This is the 6-inch. If you saw earlier for sale is a 6.25 inch. That set is down here. That 6.25 inch has a set of Dunlop slicks on it. I think they're 195s. And here is the Q4. It's a 255 mounted up on a 6-inch rim. Now, if you go 190, it's gonna allow you to have more clearance, but a 200 makes it really tight to the chain. I have the sprocket stepped out about 4 or 5 millimeters using just some basic, I think, stainless steel washers. You can use aluminum, or what I've explained to somebody else is if you've got access to a machine shop, you take an old aluminum sprocket. The 520 aluminum sprocket is 6 millimeters. You want to get it down to like that 4 or 5 range, preferably 4, and just cut the whole outside of the sprocket off. Just use that inner piece that goes on the hub, shave it down to 4 millimeters, and that would be a perfect spacer. You don't have to worry about sizing up washers and all that kind of stuff to get it on there. You just go straight, 4 millimeter bracket. There's a company called PBI that actually does that also for you if you don't want to do it yourself. They also make stepped out front sprockets. But today I'm going to be focused on using the JTF sprockets. If you see right there, I have it all lined up with different step outs, depending on what kind of setup you want to go with. Just choose one that's around 1/4 inch to 3/8. You can play with different washers in front and rear. On here, I had one custom made by Talon on the front. I think it was a 10 or 9 millimeter step out with a 520. And I could have gone a little bit more in, I think. So that's really pushed it out a little bit too far. So I didn't even run a washer behind it. And then no matter what, I had like 2 millimeters taken off the nut. It went on, the OEM nut went on there just fine, but I wanted a few more threads showing so that I felt secure when I'm doing, I mean, this bike's not that fast. It'll do like 160 in a long straight, but it just makes me feel more comfortable knowing it has a few more threads on there in case something happens. All right, here we go. Let you take a look at it. And you see it gets tight up in there. And you can see where I had run a 530 chain once before, and it hit the inside of the frame and took some of it off. I got back to the pits, and I had a 520 set up, and I bought a master link from somebody that was on the track and went to 520 and then didn't have any issues. But it gets tight, especially when you're running the 200 series tires or a 195 slick. But the 190 Q3 Plus I was running on here before for the street or for when I was at the track to get a light mist or rain. I didn't want to run full rains. I'd put the Q3 Pluses on there. Didn't have much issues, especially if they had a little heat in them. I'll post up some more. I'm going to start sizing up and changing out the front sprockets. And so you guys can see how that works. Some of you guys are buying Marvics and Dymags, and hopefully someone will buy these Kosman off me and trying to run with all these different ones that are popping up on eBay. Some of them, even the GSXR stuff will bolt in. You just got to check the IDs on all your spacers and everything. Go from there. I'm no pro. By no means am I a pro mechanic or a pro racer. I'm just a guy in his garage that's been doing this for a long time. And I still refer to YouTube. There's some cool guys out there who are helping me wrench on these things. So I can post those up too, or I call a friend and I do what I can. So I'm no pro, but this is what I do. Thanks.